Hey guys, thanks a lot for coming back and checking out the channel. Today I wanted to share with you my experience of the K1 with the brown switches, and I wanted to compare that with the K1 with blue switches. And I've also got a K3 here with red switches that will serve as kind of like the baseline, because this is the quietest keyboard. The first thing that I want to point out is that the camera tends to pick up a little bit more noise than the keyboard actually makes. For some reason, I've noticed this with other videos too. The keyboards sound louder than they actually are. So just to give you an idea, that's the brown switch. It does have a good feel and sound to it. And this is the red optical. Okay, I'm going to be doing more typing tests and everything. That was just an initial kind of like baseline. So first off, as far as like general experience goes, I just wanted to point out a couple things. And that is, this keyboard does have a little bit of height to it. So I've added feet and I'm using a palm rest. So a little bit more detail as far as the palm rest goes. This is just a slim Kensington. It's about a 14-inch. So to give you a better idea of the height on that. And I can also, I'm going to move the camera just to give you an idea of like how this lines up with the K1. So the K1 is a longer keyboard. So, you know, these keys aren't really, you're not generally typing on these keys. So it's not a big deal to have the palm rest only cover this amount of the board. I like it. It works better with the K3. Just to give you an idea of like the size difference. And I've also got a Cooler Master here, and I'm going to show you it's a Cooler Master 17-inch palm rest. Move that one out the way. And this one is a little bit long. I wish I had picked up the short one when it was available, because it was like 10 bucks. I think this one was only 10 bucks too. But the shorter one just fit better on the desk. That's why I have the compact 10 keyless keyboards in the first place. So anyway, as you can see, this is the thicker palm rest. This is not bad. I think if you did more touch typing, and I'm going to show you that real quick. But it tends to get in the way for me. So I think if I had my palms or my palms back a little bit further, it would be better. It's actually not bad. I think when I initially did it, I just wasn't using it correctly. I might go back to it at some point. And let me show you the slim palm rest here. And to give you an idea of why I use those, I think that this position just puts a little bit of strain on my wrists, and I don't particularly like it. I'd rather have the bit of elevation. So there's one more thing that I did want to point out, and that is the feet on the keyboard. So you may have noticed I've got these, oh, sorry, that's off camera. I've got these small little bumpers here, and I'm going to grab my other one because I've put them on this keyboard as well, so maybe you could see better. So these add a little bit of height. Unfortunately, they don't have, plastic feet that you can flip down, but these bumpers help a lot. And I'm going to show you what I got. I picked up these Velax bumpers. There's 118 of them of assorted shapes and sizes. I think they were like, you know, $6 or something on Amazon. So just search for rubber bumpers. You get the idea. They're basically, these are the ones that I am currently using here. I did not have to use those on the K3 because the K3s have a little bit more height on their stock bumpers. So anyway, there you go. Hopefully those tips will help you out a bit when, you know, you decide to purchase and use one of these keyboards. So anyway, I'm going to get into the typing experience. I'm going to go ahead and just start off with the K1 with the brown keys here. So that's about average how I type. Try to be a little bit more gentle there. Now, if I was real aggressive, it's a little bit harder than I would normally type. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out to the K3 with the red opticals. These should be a little bit quieter. I was trying to type gently there. So here's if I was a bit more aggressive. These are pretty quiet. You're probably picking up a bunch of chatter, but they don't make much noise at all. The browns are a little bit noisier. So I'm going to go ahead and show you now. This is going to be a big change because the blues, they are really noisy. After I got my brown keys and was able to make a direct comparison between the brown and the blue, I realized just how distracting and loud these were. I'm going to try to type gently. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to go back to being a little lighter. So I'm trying to be light, but they are just, it's a noisy switch. It clicks by default. I've heard some people say that they want to, you know, lube them up or put like an O-ring there to dampen them a little bit. I've seen a video on that. I don't think that's going to reduce the noise. I think they're just loud by default. They do feel really good though. They're very tactile. They're light to actuate. They feel a little bit lighter than the brown keys as far as actuation goes. I feel like I can type faster on these once I get used to them. But they're just distracting to me when I'm trying to write and think. So I'm going to switch back to the browns. I'm going to type a little bit more just to give you direct comparison. There you have it. So that's it for my review of the brown switches. I do have another video that I'm going to post which directly compare just the sounds of the keyboards, the brown, the blue switches, and the red opticals. That doesn't have as much of me talking about the keyboard experience in general. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and please feel free to comment. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Thanks.